戻ってまいりました。はい、では、まあ、司会は、まあ、引き続き、私、接続が、まあ、務めさせていただきます。うん。はい、ではね、次のゲームは、キングダムカムデリバランス。こちらも解説の方がいらっしゃいません。もしこのゲームのことを詳しく知っているよっていう方がいらっしゃいましたら、コメントでも、飛び入り解説でも、どちらでもいい、大丈夫ですので、よろしくお願いしますね。で、こちらカテゴリーが any% なので、まあ、特に変な技も使用せずに純粋に攻略していくものだと思います。で、こちらビットワーがありまして、言語選択の投票式になっております。で、こちら今4種類ありまして、英語が$0、ドイツ語が$40、フランス語が$55、そして日本語が現在$120になっています。で、このままいくと言語日本語になりそうです。まあ、オーディオラングリッジって言いますから、もしかしたら、まあ、ボイスが日本語になるかもしれませんし、全体的に日本語になるかもしれませんね。うん、そうですね、プラムちゃん流れてはいるんですけれども、めちゃくちゃレアになりましたね。そうですよ、まさかの日本語1位なんですね。で、奏者の方が、これは、デンホネーターさんって言うんでしょうかね。ちょっと調べてみます。この方はフィンランドの方で、キングダムカムデリバランス、もう、いろいろ走ってまして、なんか、エニパーセントの、このノーダウンロード。ノーダウンロードコンテンツで、なんと世界1位を獲得している方です。すごいですね。で、まあ、他にも、この方はロマンシングサガ3や、あとディアブロ2、あと、キングダムハーツ3へ走っていらっしゃってますね。でもまあ、特にこの中でもやっぱりキングダムカムデリバランスが、まあ、圧倒的で、こちら4日前に記録更新したそうです。すごいですね。この any% のノーダウンロードコンテンツ。バージョンが1.9.3プラスって読むのでしょうかね。まあ、このゲームをやり込んでいるっていうことでしょう。その走りに期待がかかります。そうですね、ロックマン7とこれ、なんて読むんでしょうね。便名の対決。私、これから走られる、事前情報では豆命という情報をいただいています。で、このキングダムカムデリバランスっていうのは、チェコのゲームスタジオ、ワーホーススタジオ制作によるストーリー主導のオープンワールド RPG ということです。忠実に再現された中世ボヘミアを舞台に、忠実を気にした神聖ローマ帝国の壮大な世界を冒険するとのことですね。いや、ちょっと公式ページに飛んでみましたが、これはリアルに再現されてますね。超硬派な中世 RPG とのことで。 あ、またこの CM 流れてますね。じゃん。わけでまた T シャツの CM が流れてきているところで。で、このキングダムカムデリバランスは、不当に命を落とした両親の仇を討つべく、主人公ヘンリーが歴史を変えるクエストに挑み、自身の影響力を広め、仇である強大な力に復讐するのです。とのこと。お腹空いてきましたね。私は今日はちゃんと私は今日はちゃんと主食のバナナを食べてきましたので、大丈夫です。でも、お腹もう空いてきましたね。火曜日の時みたいに、ただヨーグルトとプリンだけで済ませてきましたっていうことにはなっていないので、大丈夫です。そうですね、気分はまるでドンキーコング。あ、今日火曜日でした。あ、そうでした。そうでした。もう、ヨーグルトとプリンだけで済ませてきちゃっていたのは先週の金曜日のことでしたね。うん。ネギ塩牛タン弁当とか、牛タンも美味しそうですね。こちら、キングダムカムデリバランスは、こちらは2019年の春に日本に上陸しているみたいです。で、フルボイス。で、パソコンでは DMM ゲームプレイヤーで、家庭用ゲーム機では PS4 で発売されておりまして、そしてこちら、公式 PV の声が、の藤原啓治さんが担当していらっしゃいますね。この方の声が、もし日本語のラングリッジが再現されていたとし、日本語が選ばれたとしまして、また藤原啓治さんのお声が聞けるってなりましたら感動ものだと思います。ね、ちょっと試しに吹き替え情報を見てみましょうか。うん。吹き替え版の人たちは何でしょうか。俳優の方々が多めなのかな。それか声優。ね、なんか PV が藤原啓治さんだったみたいでね。このようなオープンワールドでダウンロード込みで定価4100円は安いですね。このキングダムカムデリバランスは世界各国で30以上もの賞を受賞して累計販売本数550万本以上とのことです。そうですね。戦闘は遠距離、ステルス、近接とあるみたいなので、難易度は高そうですね。 魔法もモンスターも出てこないということは、本当に当時のヨーロッパを忠実に再現した、すごい硬派ですね。これはね、歴史が好きな方にとってはたまらない作品となるんじゃないでしょうか。ああ、日本語吹き替え版 DMM 先輩なんですね。
All
お、
right,
そ、お、
welcome back to ESA Summer 23. It's nice to still have some people here and, well, just invite everyone who likes Kingdom Come Deliverance because you're in for a treat. This event, we're raising money for Alzheimer Fund, and links to donate can be found below the stream. We would like to thank Twitch, Glorious, provider of amazing computer peripherals. Type !Glorious in chat to find out more.
チームも音声が追加さ
Red,
れてた。
Red Wolf Networks, a recurring
まあ確か
part of
に
ESA
Steam の方で
Summer.
は、この
Ninja
ゲーム
Online,
5周
a
年を記
multiple
念し
multiplayer
て、
roguelike
2月
based
13
on
日
the
から
second
言語パック
edition.
追加されているみたい
See
です
and
ね。
type !Ninja in chat to find out more and play the demo. And of course, finally, it's time for Kingdom Come Deliverance. Any percent, take it away.
さて、ドネートを読む方も変わりまし
Alright.
変わりまして。
Uh,
ゲーム画面来ました。
I'm Denho. I've been speedrunning this game. Well, the game came out 2018. That's also the year I did my first speedruns of this game. And here's my.
で、後ろのワイプ後ろ画面の顔の存在感。後ろにある顔パネルの存在感が。
Prepping for this run, I've learned Den is a mastermind with this game. There's so many little details.
これがボヘミア
knows if
王
they
国。
can, like add to strats and plans, which I'm very excited to see be executed today.
Alright, but we want to get started right away. So I'm just going to create a new game.
さて、言語はどうです。ノーマルモードとかってあるんですね。
And the time starts when the first quest pop-up appears. So I'll be ready with. I can do better.
Oh, you can do button? Go on then.
There we go.
Oi, rough.
Okay, so at the very start we pick vitality 2 times, so we get 2 levels.
ああ、もうなんか今のでゲーム始まったみたいです。
We get the main level anyway, Scout, but we get the vitality perk Sprinter. That on accident. But yeah, Sprinter perk is important. It increases our running speed.
はい、というわけでグッドラック
It
です。
also increases the stamina consumption, but it actually just overall, even on long distances, it makes us go faster on average. And then the
こっちへ来い。あれ、今日本語が聞こえてきましたね。
allows us to have a better chance of avoiding random encounters when fast traveling. Also, we do have the game audio language set to Japanese according to the bid war, but it should be ongoing throughout the run.
はい、というわけで、
If
言語日本、というわけで、ボイス日本語です。
you want to hear another language, then donate towards another one.
I am a favorite of the English language because there are some really funny deliveries for the game, which
聞いたことのある、こっちへ来いって言葉が聞こえてきましたからね。こっち
Yeah, by the way, some important note at the start is that the dialogue is just like going really fast. That's because
よ、ヘンリー。
we have
日本
this
語だ。
setting that just like automatically skips
まあ、
dialogue.
大体多分、日本語飛ばされちゃうと思いますが、
Makes it more consistent for everyone because it's like if you have lag or something, it
我
might
々でも
not
理解できる英
stuff,
語で
so
すね。
it's like originally the idea was just like make it more even for everyone.
yeah.
but yeah, it's a, technically it's
昨日
a
はデュオリンゴありましたから
console
ね。
command, but
もう
yeah,
本
it's
当
a
にいろんな
language.
言語が出てきましたからね。
But yeah,
通
anyway,
知
this
がとっ
intro
て
is
もう
like
るさいことで
just
有
about
名な
running,
デュオリンゴ。
doing some errands for our dad who's making a sword,
Ah.
for Sir Frantic, we're just picking up some stuff, getting some
だってところどころの日本語に注
some
注
mail
目していき
for
ましょうね。
dad to keep him motivated.
日本語のボイス。
You also noticed that Deno took all his clothes off and sold it to the same merchant, and that's because you actually run faster with the less weight on your character. So we want to have as minimal things on us as possible to like just travel. As fast as
右上に学んだことが
Yeah,
覚えた
conveniently,
スキルみ
we
たい
can
なものが書
afford
か
the
れてあるで
clothes
しょうかね。
all by selling all our clothing.
Yeah.
And it's just the best thing to do.
視点は一に称
Okay,
して
so。for this this basic area is to just teach you how the combat works in the game. However, we're not really going to partake in it. We're still locked in this area, but then it was actually going to repeatedly jump in this corner. Because in the top right, once all these prompts pass, you'll see that he's getting 0.50 experience and vitality. That is given half of experience is given to you every time you jump. And Den actually has the jump button bound to the scroll wheel, and it's just going nuts on the scroll wheel on the corner, which kind of catches you as you jump. So you do like a little bit of a hop off the ground and immediately land. And so you're just going through that scroll wheel and just picking up a ton of experience.
Yeah, by the way, actually, the fact that it shows the experience, if you played this game casually, you don't actually normally have that, but that's another like a console command thing that you can
なかなかいい
enable,
ぞ。
which is allowed for drones, just to make it like clearer for everyone.
Yeah. And if you just keep an eye on that like stamina bar, just the speed that it goes down, you can imagine how much experience is being added to vitality. We still have to fight this this dude. We still got to do the actions requested. Right now it's chain strikes, so
まあまあだ。
like combo swings basically. We want to do the little jabs because they're just the quickest ones to get through.
Yeah, it's the couple stab combo and then reset the combo with a little bit of movement.
解説の、本家解説の方のコメン
Now
ト
we're done
に
with all the tasks. You know, some of these
コメントの方が声量を上回っていますが、とにかく今、日本語でいろいろ会話が繰り広げられてましたね。
So you just need to know where you can run through and where you can't. And there you can. Yeah, we're done here. We skipped these cutscenes. We picked up the
Handy.
stuff ones already at the very start. Anyway, now our hometown got burned. It got attacked by humans. Everything burned, but we skip all the cutscenes. Now we're just running. We don't really get to see it. Well, we're gonna come back later when it's all like burnt, but
It's very jarring how it's if you're skipping cutscenes, it's very peaceful. You know, running errands, all that nice stuff, and then you skip and you come back and everything's on fire. Everything's going wrong. That's it.
Everything
Deno is gonna
どうした
be, bolting down the hill. This entire quest is just to escape the
しかしこれ
premises.
一人称視点なんですね、このオープンワールド。
We're gonna be taking an interesting pathing, and on the way down, we're actually going to be walking past this horse ranch and picking up one of the horses here. When he gets to the horse, he's actually going to remove the saddle from the horse because, weirdly enough, not having the saddle on the horse increases its speed. We want to keep the
お
flame.
大間さん、
actually, this one I actually want to loot because it's
大
gonna
間さんに乗りました。
items later for the horse. That one I can actually loot and sell it later.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I actually, that's kind of a new development. Anyway, I'm supposed to run forward, but instead I go this way. I'll jump over that wall. We're actually skipping a cutscene trigger right now, which is like to our left over there. It would actually, like, for this section, it would be faster to just hit the trigger, but we saved the trigger for later, because when you hit that trigger, the game actually just gives you a horse automatically. So that way we can actually like just get ourselves a horse for the rest of the game.
なるほど、このゲームって Xbox One でも遊べるんですね。じゃあ
Den's got to be very careful with the movement here too. If you mistime a jump, you can actually get caught in these little divots in the floor. And for right now, it's not that bad, but if he does mess up some movement later in the run, it could really come back to bite. So, and this is practice movement for Den. He's all good with all this stuff. And so for right now, we're going to be bolting southeast through the forest. Once we get far enough, we'll hit our next.
Go to hell. あ
Yeah, this is
どこかでまだコントロール続いてるかもしれませんね。コントロールっていうのは前のゲームのことですね。
diagonal horse movement and You can also like train in the horse.
敵
that
の
will
追
make it
跡を
just,
振り
like,
切る。
go over like any obstacles pretty much for a short distance. So that's how we can scale this whole hill. Yeah, there's a tricky part coming up. So at Merhead, there's a key we want for later. And also the other reason we come here, we'll also get the fashionable point, that's good. But we also want to get arrested because our end goal is to get to Tolnberg.
ファストトラベルポイントをゲ
Arrested here,
ッチュしたみたいです
they
ね。
actually send us to Tolnberg. So then we immediately progress. Okay, this woman has the key.
馬から降りましたね。
Sorry, we have to.
何をやっているんですか、ジェリコ。何をやっているんですか。ちょっと、
Just about.
今明らかに誰か殺してませんでし
The
た。
gentleman that arrested us, I think, is the only gentleman in that village that.
このゲームって村人を殺せたりするんですか。
Like, if
人殺しできるんですか、このゲーム。
who we approach for that, because if we attack the wrong person,
そうですね。さっきのは悪い人だったかもしれませんね。
Yeah, okay, now we made back to Tolnberg. Somehow it just triggered a cutscene where we rode a horse.
本当ですよ。あそこで何かあったんですか。もうこのさっきのモブ女性の言う通り。
if we got thrown in prison, I don't know where that horse came from. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just roll with it. Anyway, let's just grab some duck, ate some duck, and now I gotta sleep.
寝ましょう。
Gotta rest up a little bit.
そう、これが GoTo Hell。
Yeah, you can go ahead and read any messages.
ヘンリーはコントロールの局長だった。
Certainly do that. We got a $20 donation from Cass from the last stream or last run. As promised, $10 per death. Good luck on your run, Deno. Keep
寄付コメ
donating
ントが来ました。
cause, y'all. You're all dynamite. And this donation went towards the new Super Mario Bros. All Castles Elevator Skip Showcase, and which is the next big incentive to be met. So keep your donations coming.
Thank you.
なん
Alright, so
か
we got
ニュース
walking
パ
out,
ーマリ
stuff
オ
going on.
ブラザーズ U で
We're
も、なんか
checking
誰
it
か
out. So Radzik and his
スキッ
men
プ
are
ショーケー
walking
スとか
over.
って言ってま
Well,
し
we
た
got
ね。
assigned some guard duty, but we're gonna fail miserably.
なんかヘンリーさん殴ってませんでした。
Yeah, if we do a bad job, then they don't want us here, and that's gonna be faster. But they wake us up in the morning because now it's morning and something's going on again. There's some people moving around.
あ、
So
また馬に
go
乗っ
check
かり
it
ま
out.
したね。
A keynote to list as well is for some objectives you don't really need to complete them, and as you can see, Den is like purposefully failing these things. There's a lot of that tech in the run where some quests like mandatory to complete to progress, but others where Den is just like, nah, like we're just not gonna do that. We're just gonna skip that one.
Yeah,
there's also
ハイ
like
リム
a
っ
point
て衛兵
where
殴れるんで
like
すね。
it doesn't even show like a quest marker at all or like any kind of hint to go somewhere. But we already happen to know that that's like the end goal where we need to be, and then we just go there.
無理やり橋を馬と一緒に降りて、馬は足大丈夫なんでしょうか。
So there's a lot of stuff like that in the front. Anyway, so we took the horse. We kind
こ
of
こは忠実に再現された中世ボヘミア王国ですから、いろいろ現実的に考えますと、馬の足が心配です。
attack. Don't pick the wrong option. I've done that before. It's not the bottom option. Don't pick that one. Then you just get sent back. Anyway, we just need to like run away from Tolnberg. We want to go bury our parents. That wasn't really the correct way to go if you look at the map. But
あ、セーブ、
if
ゲ
you
ーム
just
が
go
セーブされ
away
まし
from
た。
Tolnberg, then you get sent here. Now you like lose your horse. So now we no longer have
壁
a
抜け
horse.
文化の祖先を作ったのは、で
But remember that cutscene we skipped earlier? We're heading
モブが
back
日本語
to
喋ってました。
So once we triggered that cutscene, we will be proud owners of a horse again.
Of a brand new horse.
壁抜け文化は中世の頃から受け継がれてきた
Den was very
伝統
careful
の
with
文化かもしれ
stamina
ません
to
ね。
that guard that was behind us. Is actually hot on our heels trying to
そうですね。
catch us.
何もつけていない状態
So
の
we basically walked
馬に乗るのって本当すごいですよ。
crooks it, and the full bar stamina
例えば足を
is enough
足を
to
引っ掛けるため
get
の
distance where you're not getting,
装備
attacked
と
from
か、あと
behind.
手綱と
If
か、
if you're not correct with your stamina usage here, then you're going to run out of stamina and he's going to be swinging at you from behind. And you're gonna
さすが専門家の方々。
Yeah, it's really consistent when you do it right, but like if you truly mess up your stamina, then it'll be trouble. Also, you can see like when I'm running, I let my stamina recover to like I don't know, like 4/5, something like that, of my current maximum, and then I start running again because you free
雨が降ってきました。
the faster, the lower it currently is. But then there's also like a little pause before it starts regenerating. So that ends up being the optimal stamina management way.
そうですね。昔の壁抜けは今よりものっそりしていたのかもしれません
There's
ね
like。treasure maps in the game that point you towards these chests. But you know, we happen to know that's there and it's also conveniently unlocked. Alright, here's the cutscene we skipped earlier. The baker's mirror.
The baker's man.
There's a cutscene. The humans are going to start chasing us, who were supposed to chase us earlier. But also, we don't want them chasing us, so we're going to
ああ、足で押さえないといけないから負担がやばい。あ
get out of here.
あ、乗っ取りだ
The tech that Den is doing here is we want to just kind of separate them and stop us.
人の馬を強奪しましたね。
So Den is just going to steal a horse and ride a certain distance away for the soldier who was on the horse to de-aggro.
人の馬を取ったら泥
Get
棒。
off the horse and just repeat the process for the remaining 2 guards. It's a little dangerous because these guys have bows. Ooh.
ほら、馬で狙われてるじゃないですか
I。think you're fine. Yeah, you're not bleeding. That's
そしてまた、
Oh, now
そしてまた乗り、そしてまた奪う。
I'm bleeding from my leg. Okay, that's bad, but I can manage.
yeah, it's
It'll
yeah.
be okay.
Yeah, you'll be grand. And yeah, you can see that like
この状態で相手が弓を持っていたらちょっとやばいですね。
it's kind of scary if oh
おお、
yeah.
Get him.
おお、何をするんじゃ。殴って、
Oh, there we
殴って落下させてやる。
Okay.
そう
So yeah,
って感じで、
picked up a couple bandages prior
まあ、
for this because
って感じでもう
rare that you'll
主
get
人公のやっていることが
wounds. Normally, if you get hit by
野蛮すぎます。指に拳で本当に勝てるんですか
until
ね。
you start bleeding. Bleeding is a
指構えている相手に素手で立ち向かうってすごいですね。
yeah, we want to try and like patch that up as quick as we can.
You know what? Okay,
後ろの観客の方が何か、ぬいぐるみ持ってきました。 等身大ぬいぐるみを。
Let my horse help me a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, the reason we really needed to get those humans to stop chasing us, wrong button, is that if you enter that cutscene while they are chasing you, then the game just soft locks. Otherwise,
普通、指に構えている相手に素手で立ち向かったらこっちが死にそうですけど。
Oh.
sorry, I didn't warn you about that. That was a bit loud. It wasn't as bad as it was like some other times.
どうだ、尻尾巻いて逃げろ、腰抜けっ
When,
て、さっき誰かが言いましたね。
the game in Japanese too, and we were on this part on the practice PCs, and we had the little speakers in front of us. And so we got to this part, and it played that line, and for some reason that line is programmed just a little different to every other line, and we got jump scared at how loud.
素手の相手に、
Especially loud on Japanese. It was Soda!
Yeah, so-
素手の相手に間違いなく抜刀し
We
て。
got the shovel, so we want to bury our parents, but we get attacked by these bandits. So the bleeding doesn't really matter because
なんか襲われてます
we
ね。
need to. We can't win this fight anyway.
さあ、どう対抗、あ
At
あ、
this point, the bleeding doesn't matter anymore. We just lost slight time because we. couldn't
HP を失ってしまいましたね。
before. Alright, this is a little nightmare sequence. Where's my horse? Where's my horse?
Where is the horse? Is it behind the wall?
Yeah, you know what?
負けイベに見え、負けイベだったのか何なのか分かりませんが。
Where's the horse?
So yeah, with how we entered this
こ
area.
のゲームは両親の敵を撃つゲームみたいです。
No, that's the humans.
Oh, okay, so with how we entered this area
あ、
initially,
負けイベだったんですね。
should have a horse
ということは
available
これでなんか襲われて、
dream sequence, but I guess you just missed them in there.
One more. Yeah, normally you would never casually have a horse there. So it's kind of weird that you can
The
summon a
few
horse.
delicious days later こうして月日が経過して
And you should be able to, but I just couldn't find it.
Yeah,
It usually like appears behind
そ
you.
してさらに時が経過しました
Where is it?
It was actually really interesting because a lot of the time
Ah,
when you would
日本語が聞けない
I think it would spawn it anywhere out of your peripheral vision, so you would just want to 360. But yeah, maybe with just how the silhouettes were acting there, it was just a bit hard to see. Hacker man.
I can give up. Sorry, with this keyboard, I accidentally hit that button there. That's a bit different from my keyboard.
ああなるほ
Anyway,
ど
so the
盗賊に襲われたんですね
horse like reset after we hit the cutscene.
さあ、ここから本格的にもう両親の仇討ちの旅が始まろうとしているのでしょうかね。果たして自分たちの村を襲ったのは誰なのか。ポーションがあるみたいですね、この世界には。あれが当時の歴史の中での盗賊だったんでしょうね、きっと。
We're in Frate. I'm gonna fast travel to this lower gate as soon as I unlock it, because fast traveling to that will unlock the upper gate.
そうですね、こっちも馬を待っていましたから、これでおあいこ様で
In
す。
this town, we jump back and forth from the lower gate and upper gate quite frequently, so it's really nice to like. It take a little bit of time loss just for the fast travel, but just having both those unlocked is huge.
You can see us kind of like phase through those guards. If you run into NPCs long enough, you just go through them. Sometimes they're like really blocking your way, so that's your only option.
あ、てか、また
There's some
また馬に乗っ
cycles
て。
where for like a very thin staircase, there's like a brigade of guards coming through, so you gotta like muscle your way through them all.
Yeah, again, it would be very unusual for someone to already have a horse at this point. The previous route before discovering that glitch, we would like actually go to Merhriad before coming here just to like buy a horse. Also now we're here. There's a pole arm we can pick up from here.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hello.
そうですね、みんな、
So
みんな
if we
あれ
just wait
お、
here,
なんですか、これ、
these
1時間後と
guards
か、
will open the door for us, which is locked normally because you know this is an
時間
armory.
が。
But you know, we just wait a little bit, and it always ends up conveniently so that they just go away and leave the door unlocked. I'll just pick this up and be on my way. Yeah, that'll be that'll be a secret tool that we use later. But we also gonna have some minor use for it in early game. Okay, now I need to go training. But before I do, I'll just eat a little bit, and then I'll make an auto save by sleeping here.
そうですね。
So saving in this game is
なん
a
か
bit
よく
like
ある中世ファンタジー風のゲームとか漫画とかアニメとかですと、盗賊って軽装だったりとか
then you make
いう
like
のを
a
よく見る
manual
ので
save.
ね、
But you
み
can
な
also
り
make
整えているのが
auto
盗
save
賊だなん
or
て、
by
それは思ってもいないんでしょうね。
like
そう
that.
いう
So we sometimes have to make use of that because potions are limited. Okay, now I make another save where I don't have the pole arm. Let's just go
あ、
with
なん
what
か、
we'll need
お、
later.
いったとが
But
時間を進め
we're gonna be
て、
saving this fast.
兵士が出てくるのを待って武器を盗んだ。 い
Maybe
やー、時間進められるのって結構便利ですね。
Oh yes. So
なんか弓も
fast travel
弓
glitch, as you saw from Den's
武器持っ
fast
てきます。
travel, it came up with the map with you traveling to the banners.
ということは、やっぱり時間によってみんなどんな行動をするのかがあらかじめ生まれているってことでしょうかね。まるで本当に生きているかのように。
Okay, that's a frame perfect trick, by the way. That's
Huggy.
insane. Why Jesus? So Deno is now going to wait just a little bit of time for the dialogue to pop up over the menu, and then he's going to be initiating the fight.
Okay, I need to wait 8 seconds after this. So
Yes.
let me just look at the time over there. I'll play a little bit safe. Yeah, that should be fine. So we make a save, and the like training has
セ
already
ーブし
begun.
て、
Now I'm gonna load a
で、またロードして、
and I'm gonna start fast traveling in this save, and then load that save. Normally, you of course couldn't do that, but if we start sleeping, and
スリーピング。
and we open the map
Sleeping.
before the sleep begins, then the sleep kind of like interrupts the menu.
And there we go. So
あれ
basically,
あれだ
there is
あれ
meant to be
なんか
overlay.
めちゃくちゃ高速で移動していません
This
か
is actually what happens behind the scenes when you are fast traveling in
But-
this game.
but-
But with how Dano set everything
めちゃくちゃスイーって動いていませんか、馬もなしに。
to the countryside.
何を仕込んだんですかね。
I'm still a little bit
これ絶対悪いことしていますね。
trick.
2% でノーグリッチでもないから、何でもあ
This fast travel
ってい
glitch
うこと
is
で
very
すよ
important
ね。
for
これ
us because it helps us. Well, it'll be tech we can discuss later, but for now we are just trying to.
あ、わかりました。もう中世の時からも
We are locked in a.
う、こういったスイーって走るテクニックはも
momentum. We can't change our momentum. Oh,
う生み出されて
Dan
いた
is
んで
just
す
gonna
ね。
be mashing jump as fast as he can for his vitality.
まあ、オープンワールドです
So,
からね。
yeah, I
だ
was
からマッ
looking
プ
at
めちゃく
stars,
ちゃ
but
広いんでしょうかね。
normally during runs I don't do this
どうして
because
こんなに加速度
actually
が上がっているのか。
fast travel is considered like a load. Oh, this might be an encounter.
Uh-oh.
Let's hope we get past it. If we don't get past it, we have to just set this up again.
Yeah, this is. So in the normal.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Okay, keep going, keep going. In the
だっ
normal
て
fast
止まりまし
travel,
た
you
ね。
have random encounters and there's
も
a
う
percent chance that
中
you
世の
escape them or not. Den thankfully got the percent chance to escape them. And
ありがとうございま
still
す。グレームパーフェクトのグリッジで、なぜかメニュー画面で会話し、ファストトラベルを使用しました。
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
there we go.
そしてまだ時間を進めてますね。
The timing is pretty lengthy, but it's all done now.
Yeah.
Well,
な
we
るほ
didn't do
ど。
any-
このゲームのファストトラベルはあんな風に、
I think we did a good job.
あんな風に高速で移動するシステムみたい
Yeah,
です
now
ね。
we're ready for
この
combat.
前のコントロールみたいに、一瞬でワープではなく、
I make another
高速
save,
で走る。
and then I'm gonna do another
あ
fast
シュール
travel
ですね。
just to get back very quickly. So I'm gonna. This is pretty tricky. Okay.
Oh, that's the one. Very nice.
Yeah, there we go. So it's a very short distance, so you need to very quickly open the menu before you get to your destination, so that you can load the save we just made, load it in time, so that we're on that save when we arrive here. Also, now the
スペース連打して VIT というのを上げているんですね。
So now we're just gonna move like kind of backwards, kind of diagonally backwards.
Yeah.
そうですね。これができている中世の人は優秀な伝令兵になっていたでしょうね。
The pole arm is basically just colliding with us, so Dan's got to be careful where he turns. He's actually be smudging up against this wall to jump over. Oh.
おお、
Perfect.
Okay, very nice.
Good.
主人公死んでいません。こんな高いところから落ちちゃって。
With the pole arm, he's going to pick up a nettle to.
いつの間にか弓装備してますし。
Yeah, picking up the nettle unlocks my movement because normally during archery training, you're not allowed to move. But if you pick up a nettle, then you're allowed to move again. Because it's like, I don't know, some of the game is programmed that during pickup animation you're locked, but then when it's over, it allows you to move again.
ピックアップって言ってますが、何をピックアップしているのやら。こと解説の方。
something like that. So now, so during archery training, if we did it normally, there's like nothing useful we can do. So we want to get out of there.
主人公はこれ横歩き、斜め後ろ、なんか
And then
移動の仕方が普通じゃないですね。
it's not really like anything crazy that we get to do during this time, but it'll be useful anyway. Specifically, there's Artemisia potion, which increases our strength. That's the biggest thing we want from this. And then there's also some alcohol drinks, which are, interestingly enough, useful. Okay, these guys are really wondering why I'm crouching.
お買い物タイムです。
The angles on the cutscene were kind of weird, but that's okay. I'll have to reduce my FPS.
何かメニュー画面出てきたんですけれども、なんかプログラミング出てきたんですけど、またなんか悪いことしようとしているんでしょうかね。
To get that menu in, so dropping the
FPS を見ちゃいけない画面を。
devastating.
なんか悪い画面を開いていることは理解で
We
き
had
ます。
like an archery contest there, but because we just slid out, it just ended immediately.
Yep.
That's
あ、また模擬戦ですかね。
okay. We kind of want to lose here, but
指の訓練をする強制イベントがあるはずですが、武器を拾う際の使用は悪用して移動していました。
okay. Just get me.
Oh.
Get me. Go.
Go on then.
訓練無視しちゃって大丈夫ですかね、主人公は。
I do also get some experience on every swing, so.
So every swing from a sword levels up his strength. This dude is not wanting to do it. What's he doing?
This is going to be quick, he says.
何は、これ明らかに殺されているでしょう。こんな血まみれになっちゃって。
Training stuff. We're gonna enlist to like bailiff service. We're gonna go back.
何ですか、このコマは。めっちゃ切られて無事な主人公、一体これ模擬戦本当に模擬戦ですかね。
Over here and summon my horse. I cannot
訓練とは何だったの
so
か。
that the horse spawns this way, so it's facing the correct way. So I can just start riding straight. What? Okay. That was just.
おお。
I'm still not completely used to this keyboard. I was like accidentally hit that button. Anyway, bailiff's over here. He can kind of be in
血を流しながら会話するのはとってもシュールですって。
He likes this table this time. That's a good table. We just talked to him, and now we're
Oh.
enlisted. Now
Good
we need to
luck.
go on a patrol with
いや、ま
Nightingale.
たなんか悪いことす
He's
る
gonna
か
be
と思
by
っ
the
ていました
church
ね。
at certain times.
というわけで、まあ、血まみれ、まあ、頭から血を流っている主人公がこれからどうなってしまうのかっていうところで、ここから先、司会交代となります。
And here's where we again like
引き続き、キングダムカムデリバランスをお楽しみください。
wait any amount of time, NPCs just like hop a certain distance on their path. So we just wait like that. Where is he? Usually when I wait 2 times, he's there, but you know, eventually he's gonna be there for sure.
Famous last words.
That's not him.
Oh. he'll be here. He'll be here, right? He'll be here.
Surely.
Just one more, right? It'll be fine. Oh.
Where is he?
He's hidden away.
Um,
So, I mean, yeah, this is interesting.
no, he's gonna be here.
100%.
It's gonna. Oh, there he is.
Oh, yes.
There he
It
is.
was
司
the
会交代いたしまして、ここからはレイヤーが担当いたします。よろしくお願いいたします。
But there we are. This game is very inconsistent.
お昼を過ぎまして、皆さんいかがお過ごしでしょうか。
yeah, like just off the span, I think 3 runs I've seen like in person, and I don't think there's been much.
ヨーロッパ旅行楽しんでますか？
Control. There's incredible like pathing and AI decisions that are just crazy. So Den is actually going to give a little love tap to the just to progress the dialogue. He would have been standing there a little bit, just kind of talking, reminiscing. We don't want that. We want to hurry it up. So
Normally we
今
can
どういう状況かいまいち分かってないんですけ
we
れ
like
ど、
start the punch like to the side and then turn. It actually
おじさんに絡んで
it
る。
doesn't count as like damage or anything like that. We don't even get experience, but it still interrupts his dialogue. And we have to well, we want to do it in certain spots where his dialogue is long.
yeah.
But other times we're just gonna jump in here. There is this armor. We're gonna settle this dispute this armor has with the beggar. We're gonna do it.
中世ファストトラベルを利用した瞬歩術を担当してました。なるほどね。
Nightingale is gonna interrupt, but we're gonna interrupt the dialogue by talking to him, and then we're gonna interrupt his dialogue by punching him. All right, we interrupt everything.
Everything's all settled now.
Yeah.
このおじさんが上司。
Just interrupt one more dialogue. Oh, he's like stuck between the NPCs. Okay, get over here. Okay, I just need to interrupt that. He's gonna turn around soon. That line of dialogue.
なるほど。皆さんありがとうございます。
We just grab this food and then we catch up to him. If you fall too far behind, then he starts waiting for you. And then he's gonna like stand there for 30 seconds even after you get there. Well, not really 30, but it feels like it. Yeah, at this point, it's gonna be like, we're just gonna follow
なるほど。
around. I try to farm some vitality where I can. Try not to accidentally clip out of bounds while I do it, because that happens sometimes if you're not careful. But other than that, if there's any messages to be read, there's a lot of time.
All right, perfect. I think this is a good opportunity to remind people that the bid war is still going on for the audio language of this game. So if you want to change the language,
かなり街並みの感じ、
French or German, or maybe in English, but you need to donate a bit more.
リアルな
money
描
for
写ですよ
this.
ね。
That would be interesting, I think. But otherwise, you could also get a T-shirt. If you type !merch in the chat, you can get one of our ESA Summer 23 T-shirts for just $22 plus shipping, and at least $8 from that will go directly towards Alzheimer Fonden.
That was a really so yeah. As they mentioned, we have basically just like a follow quest. We just have to listen to the history and all that. So then it's just trying to make as much worth out of it as possible. Kind of catching himself in these weird angles, just to grind as much vitality.
なんか右側 XP って表示出てますよね。
Okay, the
ジャン
beggar
プで
you-
経験値稼ぎとか
usually,
になっ
in
てる
recent
んで
times,
しょう
the
か。
beggar has not been here. Well, now he's here.
それともこの
It's not really
XP っていうのは
good,
別に
just
経験値の
slight time lapse. We just need to talk
方では
to,
なく、
uh,
何か
talk to the
別の
dialogue.
ポイントなんでしょう
It's
か
gonna
ね。
continue.
Yeah, it's really interesting how in depth the AI and the pathing is for this game. Like,
Yeah, it's really in depth.
oh yeah.
This road there, he walks on the grass.
The comprehension from the,
実在の街。すご
I feel like they're on another plane of existence, so we just don't get it.
I'm pretty sure it was like some patch at some point that just
ジャンプすることでバイタリティのステータスを稼いでいます。
now never on the road. At that point.
XP in bit ビットって書いてあるのはそういうことか。
I just look at him like, please walk the road. He never does. Okay, he's gonna turn around.
筋トレですね。
Talk to this person. There's some stuff we want from him.
ジャンプをすることによるただのトレーニングだったの。
Some better arrows, just whatever good arrows. Noble horses will increase our horse's speed. We can sell this. We can't sell that, I guess, because it's stolen. Well, okay. Wait, do I have the bridle? I actually haven't like usually done that. Oh, what? Okay, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the horseshoe, when we put it on our horse, I can do it right now. Put it on the horse, equip it. There we go. So the horse is going to be much faster when it has some horseshoes. And yeah, the arrows, we only had like some, like if we don't buy arrows, we're just going to have some hunting arrows. They're very bad against like real enemies.
暇さえあればジャンプしてますね。
And also, you saw that the like maze showed up as stolen, even though we picked it up from the treasure chest. But that's actually the stolen tag transferred from the polearm we picked up. So now the polearm is no longer stolen, but the maze is. That's just how it goes. I don't really understand why it happens, and it doesn't happen the same way every time. But that's how it is. So now we can't sell the maze. We have a little less money. I'll actually just get rid of the maze. I don't need it. But at least because the polearm is no longer stolen, that'll make some things easier later.
Yeah. Like the stolen tag can be very problematic in certain spots, and if you do have the stolen tag still on the polearm later in the run, you have to be extremely optimal, because if NPCs around the area see you either using it or it on the floor with you near it, they're going to call for guards and have you arrested. And we intend to use that polearm a lot, so having people kind of call out for the bailiff whenever we're seen with it is bad news. So it's very good that we get the stolen tag off that. And again, we are just ever so slowly following by.
Okay. This slow section is just about to end, actually. So we're just gonna kind of look at him from over here. We can look at the compass. He's moving.
Oh yeah.
We need to stay close enough, or he's gonna start waiting for us. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna sit on this bench. We're gonna make a save here. Also, this is how you sit on a bench, by the way.
Yep. This is the right way to sit on benches. Yeah, Den's going to make a hard save here, and then he's going to be setting up for another fast travel glitch.
持っていた武器は盗難判定がついていましたが、
Oh, without the polearm, pardon.
それを別のメイスに、盗難判定をメイスになすりつけて手放すことで、自分のものになりました。
And what's going to happen now is that the fast travel state again carries over to the save we just made, and now we're like sitting.
悪いことをしたっていうことだけ分かりましたけど。
This is a very tough exercise, by the way.
Oh yeah.
If you've ever tried this yourself.
空気椅子しながらめちゃくちゃすごいスピードで滑っていきましたね。
Fit condition if you can do that. All right, now we're done. He just like there was some guards slacking off and whatever. He dealt with that while we were doing whatever we were doing. He suggested a game dies, so we don't want to do that. Okay, now we have to like close down shops. Suddenly it's night. I'm just gonna call my horse, but why is it so far? Well, anyway.
This horse positioning has been dodgy at best this run. This has been very interesting so far. I swear every time you play this game, depending on the PC, the time of day, the weather outside, like you could just have some wacky positions and just things just being out like just crazy.
Okay, here's the belt. We just gotta shrink this and head back.
A job well done.
We did it. It's really funny when you have a horse this early. This is still like very unusual for you to have a horse already. Anyway, we want to close down this tavern as well. But this Hans gave on some.
先ほどの鍛冶屋で蹄鉄を買ったので馬が快速です。さっき馬に乗らずとも快速だったんですけれ
He
ど。
doesn't want to leave the tavern. So, but then we're like, nah.
でも
you
確
gotta
かに
leave
さっ
this
きの
tavern.
馬よりも随分速い印象ありますね。
But we don't want to deal with the fight. We just run away.
松明を取っ
We
て
want grind vitality instead.
階段を登ろうとし
And we also
なんかしてますね。
right where we have to be after the fight is over. So yeah,
良くないことしてるでしょう。
if we look at this cutscene, we're doing this.
The sharp contrast between what we do in game and what happens in the cutscenes is very comedic at times. The cutscenes are being skipped very quick, but if you could imagine just like what we're doing and then just cuts to we're just just doing.
今さえあれば筋トレをしてるっていう感じなのか
We have to
な。
go hunting with him. We have to wait until 5 a.m. and he's gonna appear exactly here. Okay, now we want to do another fast travel glitch, but this one works a bit differently. We have to get here so we get on the correct route. We select Holmberg, but then we. Oh, I messed it up. Okay, hopefully I get an encounter. But please get an encounter.
Oh, that was a very early encounter. Actually, that's huge.
Okay, try it again. I messed
Oh
it up.
no! So Deno is trying to initiate the fast travel and bring up the wait timer. This will then just kind of.
会場がなかなか盛り上がってますけれども、
Den's been unable.
Give me another
いい
one.
ことが起こったのか悪いことが起こったのか。
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there we are. Oh, it's a
I got
fight.
saved.
Okay. So
Okay, where's my horse? Get out of here.
so in
さあ馬を乗っていきましょう。早いですね。確かに早い。
Fights is kind of scary, especially if they have a dog. If even in the speedrun, if Deno is unable to get on the horse before the dog can get to you, then the dog is just gonna be pestering you and just keeping you pretty still while all the soldiers just beat you up.
I'm actually skipping this. I normally do a fast travel glitch there, but because I was.
おお、
short on money,
盗賊が
I'm actually just gonna
襲
save
っ
the money
て
on
き
that
た。
because
なるほ
in
どね。
real time, this time save is pretty minimal for doing that glitch. So I'll save that for later.
The leaderboard timing for this game is loadless. We are
この一人称視点の
for the marathon.
フィールドと
things that might not make sense RTA wise.
見下ろし視点のマップ上の動きっていう感じで進んでいくんですか
I
ね
didn't。want to like completely reconsider like every like strat based on like the fact
なる
that
ほど。
it's going to be like not having the loadless timer for this run. So I'm mostly doing the same things as I usually do. But in some situations I might just do something.
マップ上で動くのがファストトラベル。
Okay. Okay, now Hans is here. We delivered the wine and bacon. So we're gonna go hunting. This hunting, yeah, we have like a hunting competition. So yeah, let's see if we can get more hares than he can. We're gonna see if we can find them in this bed.
Yeah, there's gonna be a couple in there.
Yeah, there might be. Let's see.
Hold on. You might be able to hear one actually. Hold on. All right, Dan's gonna get up to get it.
I don't know
も
about
う
this
睡
one.
眠時間は自分で設定して時を進めることができる感じなのかな。
That we didn't get any.
Oh, bummer. That's a shame.
All right. Well, okay. Well, never mind the hares. We're gonna hunt a boar instead. That's more exciting. All right. So I just waited a minuscule amount of time to get him.
ねえ、12時間寝ていたいですよ
where he
ね。
needs to be. I need to wait at some point anyway. So this way he's gonna be there. So now I can see on the compass exactly where he is. I'll see where I need to go, and then I'll have to trigger a little thing where he starts to hunt the boar. And then we'll have to get ready for combat because we're actually gonna like chase the boar to a human camp where there's like 2 humans, enemies. Okay, we gotta have our bow ready with these arrows. We'll need Artemisia and Embarkation to be really strong.
Mhm.
Let's take the bow out already. Okay, we have it ready. Wait some time, and the combat is going to start. Like, it's going to be really tricky. I'm trying to make the enemy AI freeze such that they won't be able to attack me.
They're just kind of.
Yeah, I think I did.
弓を撃
Okay, this is actually
っ
good
た
position.
矢を撃った
Oh, he's
Oh,
trying.
oh,
Oh.
Okay, my hand
Nah.
was shaking.
Oh. Nah, he doesn't know. Wait, what the?
何かを撃っているっぽいですが
Oh, I missed it.
Oh.
見えませ
He's
ん
aiming up again. Is this the one?
Oh,
Oh no. Okay, so now the AI hold that Den had is broken. He's gonna try and recreate it. It's Den's gonna go for headshots on the bow. Headshots are.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, this is nice again. Oh, he's aiming up again. So Den is aiming for headshots. Headshots are one-shot kills, depending on the.
この距離で弓使うのは悪手なんじゃないですか
Exposed faces, so.
I'm struggling.
Oh no, this is bad news. Oh, I think he traded.
馬さん行っちゃったけどいいのかな
He hit his helmet yet.
Archery is really precise. Okay, I think I'm gonna have.
Yeah, this is,
Reload this.
yeah, that's rough. So yeah, it's archery.
ああ
is how
攻
we
撃しないように AI を誘導しようとしていました
like I mentioned, depending on the headwear, you can just one arrow to the face and they're dead. However, the aiming in this game is a bit weird because there's no indicator for where the arrow is gonna be. It's gonna be like on the center of the. Uh-oh.
馬さん倒れちゃったけど
He's just napping. There you go. See, this is a nice. No, even without being on the horse, Den has a really good hold. He's like ducking his face a little bit.
モッドがないと照準が出ないきついねそれ
Okay, I think the horse comes back. I think this hasn't really happened before, where the horse dies here. This didn't go quite as well as I would have hoped, but.
And reloading is not that bad for that area in particular. Hopefully we don't have any of that shenanigans in some of the future fights.
Let me just check if the horse is back, like right now. Usually I would start the fast right now, but let me just. Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Okay.
there he is. See, it was all good. Don't worry about it.
Okay, now the game created an autosave, so I'm gonna make use of that. I'll do another fast travel.
足の裏は頑丈だったのに
Homework is fine.
その
I'm
通
not
り
gonna
すぎ
load
る
right away. I'm gonna wait until I
せ
travel
っかく
far
買っ
enough
た蹄鉄
before
が
I'll load the save now. Oh, that should be the cue. I'll look at the compass to see kind of where I'm going. So I wanna stop this fast travel right after Neuhof, which is
There
there.
he goes.
Yeah, okay. It's really quick one. You didn't see, you didn't get to see much of that, but yeah, now we're like next
こ
to
の空気椅子で移動してるのをファストトラベルって言ってるのかと思ってました
because we didn't load that save.
違ったんですね
So that's actually
ファストトラベルってそういうことじゃねえよなーって思ってたんで
okay,
よかったです
let's just get the horse. We're like supposed to go to
馬が復活したことを確認して続行ですはーい
bandits over here in this forest, and they're gonna have some clues for this. So Neuhof farm got traded. A really kind of brutal case. Tough to look at, but yeah, we're already solving the mystery before we even got to like see what's in Neuhof.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Okay, this is pretty scary, but
ファストトラベル悪用したバグ移動あそういうことか
Uh-oh.
okay,
It should be one more, hopefully.
he's down.
Nice, you got him. Nice, good trade.
okay, that was really scary, but we got him. Okay,
Sorry,
we
buddy.
need to get this bandit too.
うわー残酷
Now we can just fast travel back to Neuhof. We're gonna hit this cutscene trigger, and it's gonna put us straight in.
If you don't know the overarching story of the game, we are appointed to like go through the ranks for the kingdom, and we're just sent on quests throughout the kingdom. For that one, we were investigating the murders, and again, like Dan mentioned before, we don't need to go through A to B to C. We already know where we're going, so we just go A to E. And
何をしてるんだろう。
like
1
as
時
you were
間
doing
待
the
ってい
speedrun,
るように見えて時間経
Yeah,
ってるの
now
こ
we
れ。
just want to talk to him. We already present our
なんかイ
evidence
ベン
to
トを
him,
起こしたか
or
ったの
or
か。
our clue or whatever. So now we got to the next quest already, which now we need to find Ginger, which is another like wild goose chase, where it's like we need to find these clues, like maybe these guys know something and they tell us that those guys know something, but we just
このマッ
never
プ
hit
上
it.
の移動の感じすごろくみたいで楽しいですね。 ボードゲームっぽさというか。
Out on earlier, which is well again the fast travel glitch, but this time
全体的な作りがとても
that's gonna make all the difference.
you've seen us standing, you've seen us sitting, and now we're gonna
いい
be
ね。
gonna be doing something real special.
Okay, I'm just gonna set the FPS to 60. Otherwise, we're gonna go way too fast.
FPS の確認をしたっぽいですね。
The auto or the fast travel glitch actually goes faster.
王国を巡るお使いクエスト。
This part is really scary. As we mentioned before,
まあ走るより速いけど。
walls and there's a lot of bushes around. So
王国を巡るお使いクエストですが、途中の過程を突っ飛ばしてゴールに向かいます。
go straight up. So he's
はーい。
trying to aim the horse correctly to kind of just bob and weave all the holes.
So it's like all your inputs are also like kind of in like fast forward speed. So like rotating is really difficult. Like
ねえ、手で使えただけありますよね。
for like the smallest amount of time, and you just like turn 180.
Yeah.
So it's like I really need to like do very short taps if I want to do it controllably. Okay, well here's Ginger. We got all the info out of him that we wanted. Let me get back on my horse and go back to Neuhof, and we can consider this Neuhof section solved. Yeah, just a little bit of time for messages here.
All right, I'd just like to remind everyone that we are raising money for Alzheimerfonden, which is the national Swedish fundraising organization focusing on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. Alzheimerfonden's aim and purpose is to increase fundraising to the benefit of scientific research in order to find a cure for Alzheimer's disease. And one good reason to donate too, and so to do something for a good cause, and maybe change the language of this game. So right now, French is $65 away from overtaking Japanese.
Ooh.
And that
You're
would be
great.
$80 for German to catch up to Japanese, which will be interesting too.
That would be good. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Please keep them coming. It is obviously for a very good cause, and we always appreciate anything and everything. So thank you guys.
We got
Obstacle.
bad encounter. Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
so we got caught by the encounter, but I noticed I wasn't
この
in
マップ
combat.
上でイベントが起こ
So
る
that
感
gave
じ
me
も
another chance to open the map
独
faster,
特です
but it
ね。
gave me another chance to avoid the encounter.
面白いな
It
ぁ。
worked out.
Yeah.
A
That's,
lot of the time it doesn't work, but this time it did.
yeah. It's very rare you get that small window before combat. So that was a really good reactionary backup there from Den. That was very nice.
Okay, now we're gonna do the horse fast travel glitch again.
We're gonna be zooming once more.
So now we gotta go to Usit. That's where the clues lead us. This is gonna be a little. I find this more difficult. There's like a gap between the trees here. I surely need to hit this.
Ooh.
Okay, that looks good. Optimally, I can try this straight into the next cutscene trigger, but that's also very difficult to do when this is like so fast. I could,
なんだかな
but then I'll just go slower.
Oh, those trees, those little shrubs, they're putting up a fight.
Okay, I got almost there.
やってるよ。
Uh-oh. Then there we are.
大丈夫
I made
ちゃんといけた
Okay.
Yeah, that is a lot harder to control than it might look. Then is even being ever so delicate on the keyboard, and yet still oversteering. It is absurd how like perfect you need to be for that movement.
Okay, and I just had one of those amor potions that I got earlier. I also had some spirits just to get a little bit tipsy. That'll make us more charismatic. And I also put on a vest, which also makes
あれ
sense.
移動自動なの
Well, I have 13 couriers
だ
now,
としたらあんな
and
ちょっと
that
バタ
guy
バタ
really
する
has
のおか
two
しいなって思
who
ったん
made
ですけど、
like
どうなんですかね。
that was like a confessional. This criminal confessed, and he was not supposed to tell us that stuff, but we were so charismatic that he told us anyway. If you don't do that, there's like a lengthy quest line that probably a lot of people remember from their casual playthroughs, but also it's lengthy, and we don't want to show this here. Show that here. We'd rather do this very, very quick skill check and be on our way.
There's going to be a lot of times with the potions that Dan mentioned before that we're going to be drinking certain potions and using certain things just to bump our stats enough to pass the required skill checks. As Dan mentioned, that quest line in general is very hefty, and just something like that, knowing about that skill check is really insane when you think about how like the ease of quest progression, which is really interesting. There's a lot of depth with this game's quest system. It's very nice.
Alright, it's pretty dark, but I need to find this one dude. Like now, the next quest is to find another dude. There's a lot of this, so you need to find a guy. I'm kind of like.
Even I'm like.
If you're watching the stream and you're like, I can't see what's happening. Well, I can't either.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard. That's how it always is. But I think I found it. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay,
Oh,
then I'll just go into this cave. Oh, I hit my head. But that's okay. I hit the cutscene trigger anyway.
The horse, like if you bump into anything that is head level to you, you're gonna get knocked off your horse pretty hard. And for comedic sake, we got knocked into the cutscene, but through a lot of movement, if you are a bit clunky with your horse movement, it can be
だいぶ暗くなってき
very
ました
common
ね。
for you just to get knocked on your bum. Especially dangerous if you're in a fight because the guards don't let up if you get knocked off your horse.
Yeah, well, also that guy we found, some guys were like after him, after his life, and we were supposed to protect him, but also we were not in combat, which means we can fast travel, and also we don't need to stay there. So good luck. I wish
I wish
I
him the
wish
best.
that guy the best.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Yeah, I
he'll
hope
be
you make
alright.
it out of there.
The point is the bare minimum. That's all we offer. We're out. Good luck. You got this, man.
Surely it's gonna get away.
That'll be grand. So yes, we're at the famous spot for another fast travel glitch once again.
This is the hardest one. There's so much stuff that can happen. I could die during this fast travel glitch if I fall into a certain hole.
酒を飲んでベストを着ることで30カリスマを稼ぎ、修道士から人の情報を聞き出しました。
Yeah, there's
修道士カリスマ性に惹かれてそんないい教えちゃって大丈夫なのかしら。
it's very rough because like there are so many bushes and trees just lined up like the brick wall that then has to
まあ
maneuver
ちょっとね、
around.
話術が上がる可能性ありますね。
Oh, there we go.
Oh, the one is breaking.
Very nice line too.
酒飲むと饒舌になる人っていますからね。
Get these bushes out of my face.
Even the little shrubs too, like the ankle high shrubs, they're putting up a fight.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where I am.
Uh-oh.
本来は洞窟にいた男を守るはずなのですが、さっきいた人ですかね。
Also, again,
戦闘判定になっていなかったので、マップを開いてファストトラベルし、彼の武運を祈って先へ進みます。
having to go at a diagonal angle, but at this speed, that diagonal angle would just send you into the river, like that happened with Den there.
Oh, this is. You know what? I'm gonna stop it here. I think I'm close enough. I'll just check the map to see if, where exactly I am.
I'm sure you're close.
I got Oh, I'm very close.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on. I didn't get the quest objective. I already discovered the camp, but. Okay,
Even without the fast travel, they're everywhere anyway.
I'm just gonna fast travel here. That's gonna. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That did it. Okay.
彼が負けたら、ね、どうなるんでしょうね。
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna run.
Oh yeah. So Den sadly did not get the nice treatment from the game. Immediately thrown into combat. There are a couple fast travel routes that are more bandit.
まあでも負けてるかどうかも観測できないかわかんないですからね。
This is a very common thing to have happen. It's just that you have to manually get away on the horse. You can tell Den-O is in combat by the two swords that are below the compass. And yeah, as you mentioned, you can't fast travel while in combat, so we were just keeping an eye on that, waiting for those to disappear.
Yeah, I mean, well, I would say if the horse movement was better, I would have had an angle where the fast travel route is safer. So it's also like a little bit my fault, but also the encounters themselves are RNG. I could have gotten away for free, but I didn't.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate mix of both. Sadly, a mistake and just the game really hammering it home.
Okay, there's Ratzik. Every time we get here, he's going to sleep.
Get up! Wake up! One more thing before you go.
Alright, let me just grab some food. I want to sleep a little bit. My energy is falling a bit low.
So the reason why Den is catching soup pots on the way, as you can see on this bar, he has a nourishment bar. Nourishment is the food you eat. The soup is present in a lot of camps and a lot of villages, and whichever's the most convenient we pick up. Nourishment, if nourishment goes quite low, it affects a lot of our stats and a lot of our combat and movement as well. So Den wants to make extra sure that he's sitting pretty much above 60 for a lot of the run.
50 is the exact threshold. If you go below 50, then you start getting debuffs.
Yeah.
But yeah, we found the location of the camp, but now they're telling us to actually go scout it. We just couldn't do them at the same time. We gotta go back.
だいぶ
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
山の中というか森の中に入ってきましたが。
But you know, okay, let me show you how scouting goes. This is how we scout.
There we go.
Alright, we're done scouting. Okay,
Yep.
that was good.
Nice job. The whole perimeter, 100% all covered.
Yeah, now we're gonna give a detailed report back to Frantic. So we're just gonna do a little fast travel glitch to get out of there faster and safer. Somebody was shouting something, but I don't think it was for me. Okay, I just need to dismount my horse because that's like overrides our position. We want to go back to the camp, so yeah, we dismount our horse, then the fast travel state us carried over, and then we started the fast travel close to the camp, so we just cancel it immediately. So we're gonna be really close. We just have to go a little bit backwards from where we got to find Ratzik again.
I'm a little scared.
That guy is sleeping in the air, okay?
I'm a little scared you called your horse again and I didn't see it on the turnaround.
There's Ratzik. He's sleeping again.
He must be so fed up of us. He's just trying just to sleep. He just wants to get some shut eye.
Alright, so I tell him that
今の流れで敵陣の偵察を済ませます。マジ
armed
か。
well, that they're positioned well, because that way they're like, alright, that sounds pretty tough. We gotta get all our troops.
有能だな。
We'll just have more allies that way, and the fight will be easier. We don't actually, there aren't any like downsides.
Yeah. Again, the main source of combat or weapons we use is the bow and arrow, and as we have seen through the run, it is very hard to kind of get those sweet shots in if they're constantly at our throats. So again, Den picked that option just to have more units, just to pull the aggression, so Den can just kind of fly around and pick soldiers off one by
馬
one
に乗っ
without
て
having
階段登るでない。
So at this time of day, Sir Divish is gonna be over
敵
here.
が大軍だと報告することで援軍の数を増やします。そう
Sir Divish is in front and his wife is in the back or not here, but whatever, it's fine.
And another glorious switch up by the game on the day. Just felt like it.
If you arrive at night, he's gonna be in his bed.
さあ1時間を経過しまし
And
て
he's gonna do this. So you don't want to arrive at night.
そろそろ後半に入るくらいですかね。
Time in the previous part. Okay, here's a big combat section. I don't want to put this away. I don't care about what he's talking. I just punch him and he stops talking and we start going. Also, I'm gonna be in the lead. I'm just running around in my underwear, but you know, I approach these archers. They get really scared. That they don't want to be here when I'm around.
As if you remember from the start of the run, Denno is like in the bare minimum clothing for that speed boost. So yeah, he is a walking machine with with very little defense. He's just the glass cannon of the army. So yeah, we're going to be spending some of our levels, some of them for our bartering or charisma,
Oh,
and
I was supposed
others.
to drink a potion. Whoops.
Fine.
I can get it later. Alright, yeah. So you can
There
see
we
these
go.
enemies just gonna not do anything because this section is just programmed to like work based on your allies, not based on you. So it's like they wait in formation until.
ああ、
Oh, I shot my.
打ち合ってますけれ
I
ど。
shot Frantic, but he's invulnerable. He's gonna be fine. Oh, I'm hitting them.
敵のターゲットが分散するので死ぬリスクが減りま
Okay, that
す。
was
なる
kinda
ほどね
weird,。but- Okay, I'm gonna wait. No, that's not the spear. I don't want to steal the spear. Is this the one?
Oh, you have to be at a very weird angle to pick
Oh,
up
that's
the
not the
spears
one
in this
either.
game.
なんか急にみんなぼったちし始めたけど、
You
大丈
know,
夫。
I don't want the spear anyway. Usually you can pick up a spear from the bandits, but you know you can also use the bow. It's fine.
So yeah, same deal.
敵がい
again.
ました。
Denno is just going to be kind of flying around, picking them off one by one. Thankfully, we have a lot of allies just to pull aggro. Den has to be pretty accurate, not just for the kill, but because he doesn't have that many arrows on him at a time. He can loot more arrows, but he wants to be as optimal as possible. So you're going to see him kind of hold his shots to make sure that he lands the right blows. There we go. And yeah, while we wait for the AI to progress, then I want to kind
So-
of run around and see
自分弓使ってるのに、あんた光栄だろっていう。
Well, at this point we can hope to find bandits.
最前線出て大丈夫かっていう。
Arrows.
Mhm.
Alright, so that's the first section of the fight. There's a little cutscene and long loading, and the game creates an autosave. So if something goes wrong later, we can come back to this point. Fortunately, not saying that anything will go wrong. Of course not.
No, never.
Yeah, for this next part, you can actually. I think a lot of players don't know that you can set the hay on fire over here if you have a torch. That is. And that way these archers
旧兵は近寄ると逃げるので突撃します。それは面白いな。
way, which is
ゲームの仕様の穴をついたというか。
It's a very quick kill. It's very nice, honestly. And yeah, these archers can be very problematic if they are in the tower because we would have to deal with them. But as Den mentioned, that haystack or the hay bale pile being put on fire brings them down, and they do have a lot of light armor. So if Den isn't too,
why is he coming over here?
He's on his way.
Oh,
there we go. If Den doesn't feel 100% confident with the headshots, or if they have the right headgear, they have weak torso armor, so Den will be aiming his shots more so there.
いや、こんな乱戦の中に弓撃っちゃダメだっ
Okay,
て。
let's just pick up any good arrows we can find.
Mhm.
Okay, what's going on?
Whoa,
There's some
what the-
climbing over here.
Yeah,
Okay, they got him.
that was incredible.
Let's pick some more bandages. They're always good to have. In case we get any wounds. Long distance arrows. Is this guy okay? Quality arrows. Okay, now we're loaded.
いいもん持ってんじゃんってどんどん死体を
Can I still?
洗ってますね。
Okay, I'm just gonna get ready for the next part.
Yeah.
I think my allies got it.
矢を集めて
Let's
んの
wait
か。
for them to be
な
done
るほどね。
before I want to proceed here. If I proceed right now, bunch of enemies are gonna jump on me. But if I wait for them to be done, then they're gonna be like programmed to be in formation, and they're not gonna move forward. And then I can, yeah, okay. There's a shout.
There we go.
I'll just try shooting one of the archers in the meantime. I just quickly move after I shoot because they usually like let go of the arrow when they get shot.
一人先にヘッドショ
And
ットしたけど
I'm
今
just。gonna stand still until my allies arrive. So I'm just gonna try to get kills in the meantime.
Yeah, they are just staring, just very confused at what
これは何
They-
お相手ずっとぼっ
they
た
do
ちして
not
る
know
け
how
ど。
to deal with this.
Yeah.
Okay, after 4 kills. Whoa! He's
Oh,
coming
you
after me!
oh my god! These enemies are
突
very
撃してき
strong.
たけど。
And as we mentioned, Den has no armor, so he's gonna try and get it, like put the army between them. There we go. Oh,
危うく死にかけたな、今。
they're still running.
Okay. Okay, the archers might be aggroed on me, so I want to stay close to the wall. If I get shot, like, if they shoot me in the head, I'll just die.
Yeah, the same logic gets applied to you. When an enemy shoots you in the head and you have no headgear, you will be insta-killed. So Den has to be very careful with that. That's why he took a pot shot at one of the archers who was in a more opportune position.
I
And
didn't get the kill though.
oh, you didn't kill the archer, sorry.
Yeah, I just
今
shot
めっ
him.
ちゃ面白かったな。
Oh, okay. Oh, luckily then he didn't get any extra shots off.
Okay, let me just convert this kill so I can.
For good measure.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh!
おっと、大丈夫か
Loot before they attacked me, but
Everyone was just kind of standing around, very confused there. Alright, Den now wants to pick up an extremely
絡まれ
expensive
たか
piece
と
of
思った
armor to sell later
Okay.
to pick up more resources.
okay, I can't use bandages now. I'll just use one heal just to be safe.
Yeah, that was a very dicey scenario. Den is at that health threshold now, but if he does get caught out again, it might spell death. I think we're
今気づいたんですけど、
Strike quality arrows.
ゲームのボイス日本語でやってます
Now we're getting.
戻れって今言
We're
って
gonna
た
have
ん
like
です
a
けど。
boss fight here. But interesting thing about this boss fight is that he has no helmet,
yes.
and we have a bow.
We do have a very good
The
bow.
game does unequip it automatically,
Mhm.
but we can put it back on.
Yeah, so Den is
あ
actually
ー、
gonna
なるほど。
very carefully to mess up his
一等
AI
か。
because he doesn't know what's going on.
I hit him in the head, but he has a hard head. Okay.
There we go. So yeah, Den positioned very specifically and did very specific movement to break his AI. If Deno didn't break his AI, he would be just right in your face swinging a sword. And again, with the lack of
昨日
armor,
のデュオリンゴで英語が聞き取れるようになった。
Den did
一
very
日
well.
の勉強で英語が聞き取れるようになるんだったらデュオリンゴやる必要ないんです
Okay,
よ。
now we're back here. I'm gonna try to do that glitch again that I messed up earlier.
Oh,
音声だけ日本語
It-
になっ
it's
たって
fine
こと
though.
ですね。なるほど。
Actually, the polearm doesn't
ありが
have
とうご
the
ざいま
stolen
す。
tag, so these guards want to search me, so I'm just gonna let them.
oh yeah.
I don't have anything, so it's all good.
It is weird how the
Let me try it again. Okay,
There we go. Very nice.
I'm gonna cancel it right now. So if I do the fast travel normally, I go a little bit past where I want to be. So if I do the fast travel glitch right, I can just like cancel the fast travel at any point. I don't see where I am, but looking at the combats, I can kind of tell where I'm going.
And that trick in general, like the timing between Deno is basically hitting just 2 keys back to back, but the timing of that is very, very rough. So the fact that he's able to hit it as consistently as he has done in the past is incredible.
Well,
Unfortunate circumstances to not hit it. The attempts he had.
particularly, you can kind of make it easier.
無事
to lower the
どうに
FPS,
か
but then,
戦いを突破して
So I'll try to do it at 60.
次に進んでい
Anyway,
て
we're
いくよう
fast
です
traveling
ね。
from our head. There's some time for messages.
All right, I want to just remind people that you can still donate towards this bid war. What you could also donate to is the elevator skip showcase, which will be coming up in about 2.5 hours, which is about still $1,000 away. So it will be really nice to hit that. And if you donate, you can win some amazing prizes, like a custom ESA PlayStation 5 if you donate at least $250 throughout the whole week. Or you could also win things like Tears of the Kingdom limited edition Switch, or a DualSense Edge PlayStation 5 controller, and many more other interesting prizes. So go check them out at our ESA website, and yeah, for a chance to get some amazing prizes.
Those do sound pretty nice, I'll be honest with you. I might have to pop a donation as well. That sounds very nice.
Alright, so we're back at the Merhead. This is where we got the key earlier. So that allowed us to get in
寝
here.
ている人
Play the Merhead right now. So we got sent here to like kind of investigate what's going on.
なん
And,
てこっ
you know,
た。
ideally help them. But unfortunately, it's a bit slow to help them. Instead, we're just gonna break in to this where the sick bandit is, and we just
そんな目覚まし出せ。
take the letter
目
from
覚めたかな。
giving us all the info we need to progress. Sorry about that.
It is interesting the kind of route you can take to shorten the missions. Very stark turn to what you would expect from doing the quest normally to doing the shortcut version. It's quite the leap, honestly.
We have to be a little bit rude.
Yeah, just a tad bit, unjust.
But yeah, now we want to talk to Sorancic. But for
あ、
whatever
今の捕虜だったの
reason,
ね。
midnight for him to
なる
arrive. So we just wait. Don't pick the top option. Pick this one. The top option is like a side quest. We don't want that. If we pick that side quest, then we have to like choose dialogue differently in like 2 future dialogues as well. So it's really annoying if you do that on accident. Anyway, we just wait a little time for some guards to like get out of here, so that we can have a bed for ourselves because our energy is low. We just wait for a long time, but they're gonna wake us up when they wake up. They're like, "This is not an inn, but get out of here." That's what they do. They didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
But that's why they woke us up anyway. I know what's in their mind. I've seen it before.
It's a Groundhog Day for denhonator.
They don't like when we sleep in their beds. But yeah, this is again, this is like a really lengthy quest line. But again, we know exactly where we need to be. So, you might not see any indication for us to go where we are going, but that's where we are going anyway. So it's pretty near Shravna with fast travel there. I already drank the Bard potion because I'm gonna need speech for this next section. So they're like forging money, making fake money in this cave or this mine over here. And there's like this leader, Sir Yesek there. So we're gonna have a talk with him. We're gonna convince him that his only option is to get arrested by us.
Yeah. We're basically going to trick him into thinking that we have the whole place surrounded and he's either going to die or come with us peacefully, when in fact it's just us.
yeah, we just run in our underwear after drinking some weird potion and speaking very convincingly, and the whole situation gets solved instantly.
We strike true fear into the man.
Yeah. Before I realized that I can kind of just shroud it this way, I just failed the speed check and got into a fight. And, I mean, he just has a sword, and I think he has like an ally, but you can actually deal with the combat section. You just like get into a corner and shoot him in the face. Very surprising turn in like how you handle combat in this game. Definitely not the case for any other fight. Anyway, it just puts us to Sasa, a town we've never been to at the end of that section.
これ移動が目立つけど、敵の数といい、強くなったら無双できちゃうゲーム？フルアーマーでも農民 4,5 人に普通に負けるゲーム。やば。すげえそのあたりリアルですね。偽造通貨を作っている人間のもとに行き、不思議なポーションを飲んで、花魁じゃない、主会に投稿するよう説得します。花魁が投稿してどうする？
Load this good old save and do another fast travel glitch just to get back to Ratei really fast. No, I don't need to craft this.
世界観が崩れちゃう。
Save file 12 with that bed is the main place we.
なんか花魁のお姉さんがいっぱいいるな。
What was 13 actually?
I was 13. Yeah, 13. Oh, right. Sorry.
あ、来ました。 超速スライド。
Now we need to find Radzik. He's not here yet, apparently.
Was that soldier walking away or towards the fort? Sorry.
Well, that was not Radzik.
Oh, okay. Yeah, again, Den is trying to figure out where he is in his cycle to kind of catch him out. Sometimes he can be.
Okay, he's already past us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's not here, and then you wait for some amount of time, and then he's already past us.
Yeah. Well,
And he's going into that tower. I don't want that. I'm just gonna wait a little bit of time, and he's probably not gonna be in the tower.
hopefully directly in front of us.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Very nice.
Okay, don't pick that option. That's a side quest again. Okay, so now we need to go question Soryesek, who we put in a cell. But first we need to get the key. But we don't want to go get the key. We have a slightly faster way of handling things. We need some money for that. Maybe you can make a guess as to why we need money. Yeah, that would be enough.
Then Dare just sold the very expensive piece of armor that he picked up in the raid before. It was about 2,000 gold. It's a hefty price, but for what Den is about to do, I feel it's.
Okay, so I shoot this arrow through this door. He gets scared, and when he's scared, he can open the jail cell the door. But we need to pay the fine for this, so that's why we need the money. So turns out NPCs that are scared, they can open any door, including prisoners in the cell.
Yeah. It's very interesting. He's put in prison. He can leave anytime he wanted in the end, but he just wants to relax.
He's a loyal prisoner.
Yeah, he knows.
That's just how prison works. He's a law-abiding prisoner.
And so yeah, as they mentioned, when people get scared when you attack near them, the logic to apply locked doors is removed, and because they just want to get away from the combat. So, prison door, any kind of door that would require.
He's not here.
Oh no!
Based on the combat, you can't really tell if he's on the second floor or the third floor.
SPC スピーチですか？
Well, I can't talk to him because he's walking through a door.
Oh. This man, it's like hide and seek with this guy. The comfort's like that, so it helps. But sometimes he's like.
PRG がわかんないですね。
Between either the first or second floor, and you just gotta figure it out.
Alright, gotta go to Sasa.
鍵を手に入れて牢にいる人尋問するはずですが、扉の向こうの人物に手を振りかけることで、恐怖してなぜか内側から牢の扉を自分で開けてくれます。
Going with the horse on fast travel is quicker.
牢の扉を内側から開けられるんだったら逃げられるのでは。
We'd have to run all the way down and get on a horse, and in the end, the RTA time save would kind of balance out.
なおその際に罰金が発生するので、先ほど手に入れた鎧を売ってそのための金を工面していました。
Good stretch.
おかしいなぁ。なんかおかしいなぁ。
Okay, so now there's multiple ways. So we need to find out like where these bandits are recruiting bandits. So in this town, yes, but we need to get in on that to like figure out how this all goes, so that we can fight against them. So one way to get this information is this is a little fight club over here. So we need to do some fist fights. Unfortunate part is that we're not very strong. Our stats are not strong. But the fortunate part is that we have that
火事場のおば火事からってやつですかね。
which we can just drop in the arena, and we pick it up during this fist fight, and then we just.
He laughed as well. Right, had enough.
Man was confident. He didn't know I hit him.
He didn't know about the secret too. So something we mentioned before about the stolen tag being removed. This is a fight. Ooh, very nice. This is a fight where the stolen.
Okay, I guess it conveniently stayed up. Is this still up?
Oh, it is perfect.
I like it.
So the stolen tag would have made this problematic because the people standing outside that you would want to fight for illegal activities are going to report you to authorities for having a stolen weapon.
This guy's dodging every attack.
Oh.
Okay. I got his number.
Oh, there we go. Download them then. He was ducking and diving that one. That was crazy.
even with the pole arm, this is like not always trivial.
You also just don't want to be that close because they have a lot of grapple potential, and if you do get grappled, you're just gonna get hit for free. Where do these guys get so good so quick? What's this about?
いやー、槍。
Even after getting hit, they just recover right away.
接
They're
近
never
戦での槍は有効。
Denno, you can't let him do this to you, man.
これは。防御されない？
Yeah,
防御できなくても防御されなきゃ負けようがねえな。
see that coming.
すごいな、それ。
Then just fight the last guy, the boss man. Okay, these guys are getting up here.
ここで武器の盗難判定が重要になります。今の戦いは合法な決闘なのですが、武器に盗難判定がついている場合、外で待っている人たちに通報されてしまいます。なる
Any
ほど
better
ね。
recruiters, I think.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, we wait a minuscule amount of time after. What? What's wrong with him? Why is he lying on the ground? He's just what?
The loss affected him so much. He could.
I have never seen that. I've never seen even anything like that.
Oh my god.
This speedrun keeps on giving. This is why you should speedrun this game and why you should watch these speedruns. It's good stuff.
It's never the same run. It's always something new.
Never the same. Never
It's
the same.
beautiful.
まあでもあちらさん6時ってことはね、逆に言えば、
Okay, well, we're gonna
おそら
meet
く
up
深夜の間
now.
待機してたわけですから、
Now,
彼らにとっては今深夜テンションでしょうね。
All right. I mean, you said it. This is why we like this run and this marathon. So why not get a T-shirt? You can get an ESA Summer 23 T-shirt. It
ちょうどこのぐらいの時間帯の人って、
store or by typing exclamation
夜の間中待機してた人の最後の時間帯じゃないですか。
available for the duration of the
これよりもっと
event.
後、
It's about $22
6時半とかからプレイする人だったら、
will go towards
早起きしてとかっていうのであるけれど、
So pre-purchase or pre-order a T-shirt now and
4時スタートで寝るってちょっと怖くないですか？
yeah, you'll have something to remember.
3時起きってなるとね。
Sure.
we have a glitch here, which has squished our horse between these walls, and it floats up.
Very
This
nice.
is how physics work.
Oh yeah.
ちょうど会場的にも今、
Full sprint into it
come on.
and turned last
プ
second
レイヤーも視聴者も
the horse into a very thin spot, so thin that the horse wouldn't naturally fit in there. And so the game, in an attempt to push us out, pushes us up. So then we'll wiggle just
ホテルに泊まっていても部屋から、
pushes us out of the spot,
降りてくるわけじゃな
push
く、
us up to get
極限まで、ここまで見て部屋に戻ろうって人が
I need to get
おそらく多いんじゃないですかね。
I'll actually do the safe strat just to. What? Oh, never mind. I'm not
Uh-oh.
doing the safe strat. He's already awake. Oh.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Okay.
Flawless attempt. He never saw it coming.
Clean.
Very clean, very clean.
Okay, okay, we got the key. So this part of this run has seen so many changes. There's been like 5 different ways the speedrun has broken into the monastery. And the devs just like.
そうそう、今回のこの
My streams speedrunning this game, and they were like, we can't have that.
ESA サマー2022はですね、
We had like a little friendly competition where it's like, I told them like,
スウェーデンのクオリティホテルビューってところでね、
you'll never get them all.
行われてま
And
すん
they
で。
never did. They kept patching this game for a while. He's not.
プレイヤーにしろ、視聴者にしろ、
Okay, yeah, sorry
泊ま
about
ってる人は少なからずいるでしょうからね。
The bandits told us we needed to kill somebody, so that's what we needed to do to progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if you do it legitimately, you don't necessarily need to, but
Very nice.
Okay.
There we go.
but yeah, basically, you need to find a specific novice and kill that guy. But actually, if you kill any of the novices, the game will progress. And we're not going to be meeting with the bandits anyway. They're never going to discover that we did it wrong. At least most likely. Maybe we got lucky and we didn't do it wrong, but anyway. Okay, so now, immediately after you get that kill, you can go Tronic, this bandit camp. And as long as we have enough speed, we can get in, even though we didn't do that previous part right. We just need to have 11 speed. Let me check. Yeah, 11.
Very nice.
Urgent message. Okay, and now we broke into the camp, so we need to be like undercover, pretty like secret here. Get him! Get over here! Yeah, at least that's what the game wants you to do. The game wants you to be usually like undercover, find out what they're doing, but in the end you would get caught anyway at some point, so we might as well get caught right away. Alright, this Berserk who was at the start of the game using the shovel, we took the shovel from him, and Henry was shouting really loud Japanese at him. That's the same guy, and now he's like here to free us.
Yeah.
These guys are really aggressive.
Wow.
There's so many of them. But we should be fine. We're just
Yeah.
escaping. We just need to interact with this thing to like kind of jump out of here. And the game kind of just like teleports me down. Okay, it's really hard to see here. I'll have to be careful.
Yeah.
I don't want to like die to fall damage.
Yeah.
So.
Full damage is very prominent in this game. Any small drop can be pretty devastating, especially with the health that Den is at right now.
Yeah, and I really don't want my legs to be wounded, because then I wouldn't be able to run. And then I could... Ooh, I got lucky.
Oh.
Okay, so if you get out of combat, then you can just wait, and Berserk is going to meet up with you, and then you get to progress. If the combat doesn't end, you need to run like all the way to him. So that was good.
That's very nice, yeah. So something about the lad who saved us is through the cutscenes of the game, he is somewhat cowardly at the start, but then he turns into a real soldier, you know, and he really helps you out for the greater good. And in the dialogue that Deno just skipped over ever so quickly, they said they captured one of the bandits, being the man that saved you, and they say, what do you want to do with him? And we span through all the options, with the first option being, you could take care of him. So the poor lad, he helped us out, but we got a speed run to do. We got places to be.
Yeah, I mean, for like 5 extra frames, I could have picked the other option.
That's 5 frames.
I can't spare that. But anyway, yeah, they took all our stuff. We're back here, and now we want to attack the camp right away. We're thinking like we're gonna take them by surprise. We attack immediately. So they give us like a kit from the armory, which is frankly like more than we had. So we're pretty thankful for that. We're just heading to Tolnberg, and we're initiating combat. There's gonna be some cutscenes, dialogue, and downtime. So if you want to talk about something, Rory.
All right, yeah, we had an anonymous $15 donation, and they commented, "This is great. Thank you so much, ESA. Sequel, please." And I think it very much like a sequel to this game at some point. And I'd also like to point out that if you subscribe to ESA on Twitch at any point or cheer some bits, the revenue from these subscriptions will also go towards the goal at the end of this event, so you can also just subscribe if you would like to and get some nice and fun emotes.
Park my horse over here. Yeah, there's still more time if you want to keep going.
Oh, we got a bit too comfortable there.
a little bit. Alright, is it dialogue? I don't need to press anything. Cutscenes I need to.
Yeah. Yeah, now that we have gotten the information from the camp, now we are going to do an invasion of said camp. So we're now going to a very similar invasion to what we did prior, where the whole army is going to be approaching, and then bit by bit we'll progress through the camp. Deno again, hovering around. Beautiful light show there. And yeah, Den will be hovering around, picking them off one by one with the bow. Also, again, being very careful because same fear as last time.
また
where
稼いでますね。
very strong at this point. They get stronger as the game goes on, but as of right now, we
装備ここまで来たらもう変わらなそうな感じしますけれど
are
も。
given to us from before, so we are in a very rough spot if we do get caught out. But we got Den on the stakes.
重いと遅いから脱いでいる。ああ。
Normally, there's not much of a risk for you getting hit because the enemies really don't want to target you during this fight. That's why we're confident in our underwear, just swinging our swords wildly. They can like counter your attacks, especially if you're far from your allies. Alright, we're breaking in. Let me just put on the sword. I'll drop the other sword. I don't need that. Yeah, the bow I currently have is like it's like too technical. I don't have the skills. I don't have the stats to use it. I'll just use the sword instead. I'll just try to attack the same enemies my allies are attacking. Because when you attack enemies, they lose stamina as well as HP. And if their stamina is low, they really start taking damage. So you want to like attack them repeatedly and attack the same targets as your allies. So you really like deplete their stamina and start doing big damage.
Den is actually doing chain hits, but always doing overhead swings. And so whenever he would do an initial overhead swing and the cursor resets, he's actually flicking up ever so quickly and then is swinging again to just have a continuous overhead combo to effectively knock out the opposing troops.
So we need to like clear any like surviving troops here. But actually, there's just a trigger here that we can run to. So we just run. It's all good. But the overhead swings are really convenient because it's like the easiest way to make your hits land. Because it's so like, if there's something to your side or something, that doesn't really matter. You're like hitting straight from above. And it has like really good tracking. It's like you kind of just like move towards the enemy as you do the attack. It tends to just hit really well. Stabbing is kind of faster, but in a situation like this, it just doesn't always just hit very well. The overhead swing is more consistent. Yeah, again, we can kind of just stand behind them, and they're just like focused
ほん
on
と夜だからどっちがどっちだかわかんないですね。
the
見分けて攻撃してるんでしょうね、
quite
本当に。
really easy. Because in terms of story, it's also like the bandits actually have a little trap for us here, which is that they don't have their main force here. While we're here, they're actually going to be taking Talmberg, the castle that we were at before. You're gonna see that soon. I'm just picking up some like dried food, especially because we're gonna have some sections where we need to wait a long time, and we want to keep ourselves nourished. And dried food will not go bad like fresh food, and we can just keep it in our inventory for a while. Okay, this is the final part of this battle, which is clear these enemies and we're done. There is like a crash that can occur at the end of this, and it's really unfortunate if it does. Okay, this is the last enemy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna attack him because that tends to make the crashing more common. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're sound. It's a weird crash where if you are involved at all with the last kill, if you're like the last person to hit it, or you hit it very like at a similar time to your allies, the game just can't handle that kind of interaction at that point.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's weird, and it's like there's no like precise explanation for it, but that seems to help, just not attacking. Here's our old stuff, so I'm gonna pick up anything that's good, like dried food, money. Why not? We don't actually probably need money, but we'll take it anyway. Arrows are good. Our old bow, we like our old bow. More arrows. Yeah, now we're pretty much loaded. We got a lot of arrows. We got a lot of food. We got our savior schnapps. Okay, so we found that letter there. That letter tells us that the bandits are actually going to take Palmberg, so we're rushing there as fast as we can. And yeah, we're going to try to take it back. So this is going to be a very fast quest. We got to just like help our allies here fight off these bandits. So you can do this multiple ways. You can either just fight bandits, and like after you kill enough of them, you make progress. We can also just open the gate for them, like that. For our allies, we open the gate, not for the bandits. Overall, this ends up being, this quest is just 13 seconds of gameplay. Like when you're using the loadless timer.
カメラの中の方、だいぶもう
13 seconds.
感染してる方ですけど、あぐらかいてうつむいてますね。
Yeah. Another one of those quest finishes where casually you probably like.
あと30分、40分ぐらいで完走なのかなと思いますけれども、
Run over here, open the game, we're good.
そりゃ眠いよねっていう。
Hayes' tribute to this game is really in-depth pathing to like how you can handle some quests and just the different approaches you can take. It's very interesting.
Okay, so as they captured the castle, they also got Sir Ratzik and Lady Stephanie. So we're gonna see if we can sneak in and get the hostages out safely. We're not really worried about being stealthy though, because we know that nothing's gonna happen even if we're front of round. We try to get a little experience here.
Again, this is a part where we're just gonna wait for our allies to help us out. So here, Deno is just gonna be trying to get some vitality again. As like a very quick, like just catch up vitality is just health, and obviously we could use a lot more of that. So Den's actually gonna squeeze in between this ladder, and everyone has got to go up one by one. So while we're doing that, Den is actually going to be getting a bunch of vitality.
スウェーデンはマイナス7時間ですね。
They're actually
な
still
ので、
kinda
右下の方画面にもありますけれども、今6時11分と
one
なっ
is
ており
where it's like, if you get really drunk before this quest that you're about to pass out, then you can do the fast travel glitch such that it puts you inside the castle walls, and then the fast travel gets cancelled by you passing out from being drunk. Then you can actually like land inside before the ladder is all set up and you can go. Especially for real time, it wouldn't really be worth it. But it's a pretty funny thing you can do. There was also like, there used to be a glitch where you can like fight those guards over there, and if you do a perfect block at a specific point, then you just kind of like launch upwards. Anyway, this is the stealth mission, so we just go tap him in the shoulder. We get caught. You can't win this anyway, so we just fail it as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Sometimes speedrunning requires failing as fast as you can.
さあ、
We gotta find Trobarb and Fayfar. Sometimes they can do
夜の
really
敵
weird
襲をなんとか乗り切
things. That was
っ
okay.
て、
But this time they seem relatively normal. Yeah, they're actually like walking and they're like
終盤というところですかね、これか
slipping
ら。
inside each other.
時間帯としては。
Like that.
Yeah, we had a practice run earlier today where both the NPCs we needed to talk to were standing in the exact same spot, and they have very slight leans to their animation. So we were like trying to line up, like if I get just the edge of this guy's shoulder, I can talk to this one. Because yeah, it's another one of the quirks of the game.
Okay, so now the situation is that because we couldn't get the hostages out safely, we're gonna build a trebuchet and just like attack and siege. But the engineer we have really doesn't know how to build like war machinery. But there's a guy in Sasso who knows how, this Konrad Kaiser. So we're gonna try to get his help. Fortunately, the guards never figured out that I did some crimes around here, so they're not giving us any trouble now. We had quite a bit of trouble with that earlier in practice, but
Oh yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah, now we can just get in. We find Conrad over here. We're gonna find out that he's involved with some things. He's really is just unable to go. But we're gonna convince him, like that. A little tap and a little talk, and he's ready to go. He's gonna help us with the trebuchet. Got it covered.
Some very light discussion helped sway him over.
Yeah, like it's just like before with Sir Yesek and the priest. Henry can be very persuasive.
He has his ways.
Yeah.
Something to mention very briefly when we were talking about the guards being aggressive is some ways we've been able to avoid that is to flee and to pay fines. We're at the point where trying to pay the fine can get into an insane amount, an amount that we just do not have. And if it's in a place of interest, we can't really flee. So Deno has to be very careful with how the game would track his crimes. Because if the guards are kind of mad at him in a spot where he needs to be, then there's problems, which hopefully we won't see anymore.
Yeah, the fine is all like just dependent on the crime you were caught for. So it's like if they catch me for murder, then it's I can't pay that. If they catch me for trespassing, then it's okay. Not a big deal. I can pay that. But yeah, now we got Conrad over here, and everything seems to be working out. They're building a trebuchet, and I'm just gonna wait around. I'm just gonna wait for it to be finished. I could help with all these people with whatever problems they have, but ultimately that doesn't allow me to beat the game faster.
Yeah.
So.
And Henry's had a long day.
Yeah.
He's done a lot. Like he needs some rest.
Yeah. To be fair,
Yeah.
he's been busy.
Again, Deno, we are just sleeping through everything, but Deno is keeping a very close eye on his stats in the center of the screen. There is nourishment and his energy. There are a lot of soup bowls scattered throughout, and as Den kind of drifts from bed to bed, he's going to be eating those and also snacking on the goods that he's picked up. Nourishment jumping up there very high, which is nice.
Yeah, I'll just sleep a little bit more. I guess I'm gonna do a little glitch like soon, or try to anyway. If it succeeds, then the energy and nourishment we have right now is not really gonna matter. But if I mess it up, then it's a bigger deal. So I'm just gonna make sure that everything's gonna be fine. Make sure we have some energy and some nourishment. Yeah, we're almost done waiting here, but yeah, so here's some time for messages.
All right. If you didn't know, this event, we will be holding a game show every day if a certain milestone is met. Today the milestone is $30,000, and this show has
めちゃくちゃ時間進めますね。
which are Huts and Polyster, and they will compete in a head-to-head game every evening, and the winner has to, well, do some little
盗賊に取られた砦を取り戻すべく、
$1,000 away, so if you
宝石機を作ってる間時間を飛ばします。
charity,
あはん。
Alzheimer Fonden, you can do that, and you could also put it towards an incentive, such as this run's incentive to change the game's language. Or to also for the elevator skip showcase in new Super Mario Brothers, which will be on in about 1.5 hours. So there are a lot of options.
For the language bid, what's the progress on that? Has the French language change caught up?
No, sadly, it has not caught up. It's still $65 away right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's pretty much there's gonna be this, and then there's gonna be the final siege. Maybe somebody still wants to change the language for the final siege. There's still time. So there was, like I mentioned, there was a little glitch I wanted to do for this, but I really needed to like first try that fast travel glitch. But I've been having a little bit of struggle with that today, but you know, it's not a big deal in terms of real time. It's about the same to do this normally or do the glitch, and this way we get some more actual combat. Also, we're supposed to be like kind of hidden and ambushing them, but like we're just standing here in our underwear. But
Henry is a man of many skills. Camouflage is one of his best.
alright, I need to put my bow back. I'll spend on the warning arrows. Alright, so this is
さあ、戦っている。
I can die very easily again. Like this time, the enemies are more aggressive towards me if they get close, unlike in Chronic. So I try to stay at a distance. Try to shoot them in the head. I'm not gonna use my sword.
相変わらずこの距離で弓を撃っていく。
And also bow is gonna be
弓を
more
引くって言っ
effective.
た方がい
Okay,
い
we
か。
got 3 of them already.
矢を射っ
Den's
て。
playing very well to stay next to or behind his allies. As we saw before, he was kind of like drifting around them. But if aggro is pulled and they start going at you and you're separated from your allies, then it can get dicey. So Den's playing this very
現在ですね、こちらの
nice shots.
キングダムカムデリバランスなんですけど、ビット O の方で
It's a
日
tough
本語
shot,
に
honestly.
ボイスが選択されているので、
Den's making sure to pick his targets.
システムの
Ones that have
言
their
語
faces
は
at
英語ですけれども、
because yeah, the ones with the closed helmets, it's just the
ボイスは
all very
日
nice.
本語を喋ってます。
Now, we're kind of leaving the. Den's cleared a lot of his targets quite quickly. We need the allies to pick it up a notch.
Yeah, my allies are. Maybe I would say they're doing an average job at dealing with this. Maybe slightly worse than average, or I don't know. At least slightly worse than I would hope.
Yeah. Oh, they're separating too. They're running.
You know, I'm gonna get my sword back
Yeah.
at this point. Way easier.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, he didn't shoot that.
don't worry, you can take it. This guy is like full HP.
Yeah, he is. Oh my god. He's still going. Jeez.
Yeah, that was a bit lengthy. Yeah, if I managed to do the glitch, I would have skipped that section of the combat by being in prison for the duration of it. And then I would have landed here just to clear these last enemies. Oh, where's there like no allies here? This part is really scary. If there's like an enemy gets behind me, I need to do some blocking here.
Yeah, jeez. There's like no allies.
突然剣使い出しましたね。
If a guy with a pole arm gets behind me, he could just like one-shot me.
めっちゃボコボコにするやん。
Yeah, scary business.
Okay, there's a duel over here. Okay, sometimes if they counter my attacks, they can deal massive damage just suddenly. So I really don't want to attack them in a situation where they can counter me, which is like if they aren't fighting another character, or like if their aggro is on me, then they can counter. Also, we got another autosave, and this section we can actually skip very easily. So we did the fast travel glitch again. So we need to like crash back and defend the trebuchet. So we just set up fast travel.
後ろの黒い服兄貴、
Basically, we just let our allies handle it.
入眠しましたね、これは。
They're gonna rush in. We're just gonna make time go fast, and it'll be fine.
I'm just gonna go for a little stroll.
I guess I can get a little bit of experience here.
It's interesting how quick the stamina recovery is for the
いい
fast
夢
travel.
見ろよな。
And yeah, with some set, I know denhonator and I were testing setups in the.
あー、早い早い早い早い。
How much value we could get out
直
of
線を
vitality
進んでい
in
く。
this area.
いいスピードです。
Yes, that's quite
ど
often.
うやらなんかバグを使った移動みたいですね。
Before the allies were done. Even if you do the fight normally, it's very inconsistent. It's like it still depends all on your like allies. It's like you can do your job perfectly, but then if your allies don't do anything, then it's like you're like, well, I did my job and the fight is now ending. Where do I go now? Then you just go run.
これはもう完走するまで
It's pretty awful.
起きたり、
So I'm really glad that Skip
寝たり
was
を
found.
繰り返すやつですね。
Okay, now we need to interrogate this bandit we caught. So we just say, I won't waste any more time on you. That's the fastest way to interrogate.
Being like, yep, that's all I got. And ended up there.
Yeah, they specifically requested our help to interrogate. And that's what we do. But, you know, we're fast, we're efficient. What else could they want?
I know, we get what we want.
Okay, we just need to talk to David. Why is he walking away? Come back here. Okay, now the trebuchet is finished. We protected it. We're all good. We're going to start the bombardment. And because we're a man of the hour, we're going to get the honor of launching the first shot. Just wait a little bit for it to get prepared. Load it up. Yeah, just use it.
まあでも黒服のお兄さんもそうですけど、右の赤服のお兄さんも必死に耐えてるっていう感じの印象ですけどね。
Way.
That's me when I have to wait 48 hours. That's very exciting.
Get it to kick your feet up for 2 days straight. Oh, man.
Okay, there is something I need to make sure I do during this waiting section. Well, now I also want to keep my nourishment between 50 and 100, because that way we get the balanced diet buff.
いや眠い時は寝る方が正しいっすよ。それはもう本当にそう。
It gives a slight buff to my stats if I do it right. Okay, I can eat from the pot now. I'm just gonna keep eating dried meat until my nourishment is close to 100. Okay, it's exactly 100. I don't think I overate. Yeah, I don't see the overeating icon. Alright.
いやそりゃ見たいから見てるに決まってるじゃないですか。後ろ振り返りましたね、解説者さん。
a whole load of waiting.
Alright, I'm just gonna eat one more time.
ああ、間もなく2時間ということで、いよいよラストの時間が近づいてきたかなと思いますが。
Back to bed. Okay, if I didn't lose track, we should only need to wait until like 11, but I still want to make a save. Let's see. Alright, that'll do. Then I'll go sleep in the other bed for 1 hour, because that autosave will be convenient for us to set up another fast travel glitch for the very end of the game. Somebody's singing.
Yeah, after like 8 hours, they're still.
They keep going.
They're just that excited.
They want to get their castle back. They're excited. Way. Okay, now we have our autosave. We should be done waiting. Alright, we just tell them we know everything we need, and we initiate the final combat.
本家でもネタにされている。
So this is a
いや
tough
ね
fight.
気持ちはわかるんですよ、
and
僕
there's a
も。
lot of RNG involved. So this is one of those fights
この
where
前静岡でやった RIJ の時に、同じように明け方、寝ちゃったことがあったんで、
find out that like all my
カメラには映り込まなかったですけ
and
ど
then I'm
ね。
like, alright, what do I do now?
すごいよくわかるん
It
ですよ
can
ね。
get really difficult. Or sometimes you go
突然目が覚め
like,
てね、
oh, okay,
いや、俺寝てないがっていう素振りするんですけど、
and that's nice to see.
3分後にはまた寝てるんですよ
It
ね。
is a coin toss very late into the run, but with the player doing their best, hopefully a lot of the time, the allies will also carry their weight and help you out.
Okay, before we get in, we're gonna drink a bowman's brew, Lazarus potion. We increase our bow skill with, get a health regen going. We equip all the armor we have finally. Let's put on the piercing arrows. I think those will be good. I'm just gonna stand here safely, and actually all of them are wearing bows, or equipped with bows. If some of them have swords, okay, why do you back away so far? we're gonna be fine. They don't deal like any damage when we have all this armor and they're just using the bows. If somebody has a sword out, then it's scary. But that's why I stand on the wall before I drop down. I want to get one more kill if I can, but you know what? This is looking kind of. I'll just pick up some extra arrows just to make sure I have enough. I'm just gonna leave because it got really difficult to deal with them. So I'm just gonna aggro the next wave of enemies. I'm gonna past them. I heard a little smack. They probably hit each other.
超速で砦を進んでいきますが、
Like, how am I gonna deal with so many enemies? Like, this is
敵
crazy.
には全然攻撃されませんね。
I'm just gonna get into this corner.
There they go.
すごいことになってる。すごいことになってる。すごいことになってるけど、この距離で弓を撃って倒していく。
There they are.
Oh, there they are.
何が起きている
Okay, now we have a part in here.
Yeah. So basically, the reason why Den wants to get himself wedged into this corner is because he mentioned earlier in the run about doing overhead swings just to not clank on things. And the AI act the same way. Because we're in such a cramped environment with friendlies and the walls, they are unable to effectively swing at all. You can see they're swinging it into each other trying to get us.
なんだこれ。
Oh, they're very rarely
いや
ended.
お相手もお相手でさ、
Many, so they're
こんなところで剣振りかぶったら結局自分の仲間攻撃しちゃって
Okay, where's
本
my
末転倒だと思うんですけど、どうなんですか？
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, oh. Whoa!
あーやばいっすよ。だいぶダメージ食らってるよ。大丈夫？
About Den doing a good job and
ダメなんじゃない？あーっと大丈夫？これ。おいおいおいおい。
Here!
逃げられる？大丈夫これ。
here they come now. They took their sweet time, but they're on the
間に合った仲間の
best case
仲間の軍勢危なかったな。
like fly in
Oh,
and this
okay.
sound. The enemies that you kill and the space that opens up
危うく死ぬところ
is
だった
filled by
ぜ。
your allies, making it so you can clean everything up. But
Some's flying. Let's say I'm trying not to pierce.
oh, there they go again.
Where's this guy going? I don't know. Get past this ball. I can't go.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, we gotta get to the courtyard to help our other group of allies. I have some healing potions on. They're gonna kick in slowly. Do I have the good polearm? No, I don't have it. So I'm gonna have to use my bow. This is a really good polearm I can pick up if one of the bandits drop it, but I didn't see it. I don't know where it is. This is a really tough enemy. I'd like to shoot some heads.
メイスがすごい強
He's
そうですね。
armored and he's like in my way.
Yeah, Den cannot ignore this.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
このこのぐらいのリーチがちょうど
There's a risky
接近戦やるには強いという
I
か、
found some allies to take cover behind, so
。Yeah, that was good.
接
That was a
近
good
戦
position. If Den
もしくは
stayed in the
し
position-
密集戦
Oh,
Just
乱
hold on.
戦
Oh, I keep interacting with the wrong thing. Oh, he ended? Okay,
well, all right. Hey, listen, we'll take it.
I'll take it. Yes. Sure.
So normally you're meant to clear every soldier, but I don't know if they all just kind of just got picked off around the same time. But that is a clean fight in the end. It was a bit sketchy, but
無事抜けたかな。
very nice in the end.
Okay, now I just make a save and then one more fast travel glitch to get to the ending trigger. So run is going to end very shortly.
エンディングトリガーという言葉が出てきたので、いよいよラストになりますね。
Just dismount the horse and we're gonna glide to the end.
最後までこれには楽しまされたな。
Nice. Very nice.
お、タイム !1 時間59分48秒。あれこれもしかして、
This is record. I have not
What?
gotten
奏者さん
Another one.
RTA としての
Yes.
記録更新ですね。
Very nice.
I'll be honest, I came here thinking like, alright, it's a different PC. I don't know if it's as fast as my PC, might have longer loads.
実際のところはこの
And it'll catch me by
キングダムカムデリバランスは
situations it did, but
スピードラン .com 上では
you know what?
一応ロードリムーバーをつけた
The front went
タイムで競ってるようですけれど
there
も、
were some
これは素晴らしい。い
here and there. But
やそう、そもそもがですね、
pretty happy about this.
現状スピードラン .com に出ている 奏者さんの記録が、RTA2 時間31秒っていう記録だったんですけど、これがですね、今回の ESA に参加するにあたって結構詰めてきてたみたいで、多分応募の時点での記録はね、2時間14分26秒なんですよ。だから2時間半で設定してたんだと思うんですが、
Yeah, thank you so much
5
for
日前に2時間2分43秒、そして4日前に2時間31秒ってね、ここのところで急激に伸ばしてたみたいで。
Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
見事本番に見せてくれました。素晴らしい。見事でした。いいものを見せていただきましたね。これには黒服のお兄さんもにっこりですね。見守った甲斐がありましたね。